We had the first episode of Special Forces World's Toughest Test, Season 4, Episode 1, Kody Brown. And I'm genuinely shocked how much Kody Brown there was in this episode. So I assumed that a majority of the people who are watching this were watching for the basketball player, the football players, the other celebrities, even like the Real Housewives characters. But they had a lot of Kody in episode 1. Now, there's two things that could be. One could be that he is genuinely a draw to this audience, that they are counting on him to pull the most people. It's possible. The other is that he goes home somewhat soon, so they're sort of front-loading the people who are going to be gone sooner, and then later on, we're going to see more of the people who last the whole distance. I have no idea. I haven't heard any spoilers about it, but I genuinely don't know, because I only know Sister Wives people who would be watching it for that. But so far, we have this, which I already did a video on, the risk of sounding sexist. I think that women want love and men want respect, which is a weird thing to say in a place where no one's looking for love. So it's kind of odd. They also showed a fair amount of Teresa and Gia Giudice from the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We saw a fair amount of Brittany Cartwright, who went home. Spoiler alert. I tangentially know about her, but I didn't watch. She didn't even last all the way through the first challenge. The first challenge was they went up in these helicopters. They had to rappel down 100 feet, run through an abandoned village, and move supplies for their team. All of the people who came as a pair, there's two married couples, and then Teresa and Gia Giudice, who are mother-daughter. All of them were on separate teams. You already have a couple of the men being like, I don't mind the physical challenge, but I don't like it when they yell in my face. And I'm kind of like, I don't know what you expected. You thought they were going to calmly ask you? Like, I haven't even seen this show before. And I fully knew that is a big deal to do with these shows, is they're going to be yelling at you, trying to break you down to rebuild you and all of that. No disrespect to military training or to the instructors, but it's hard for me to watch dudes like this and Teresa and all the people that I have seen on reality shows and different things and take it really seriously. It's kind of like if you saw the military people and they were yelling and they panned over and it was like Barney and Daniel Tiger and Mickey Mouse. Like, you would just be a little bit like the cognitive dissonance between what they're asking these people to do and how we typically see these people in context is kind of wild. Kody had at least 3 interviews. He told Johnny Manziel, who's a football player that you might have heard about, was instructing him how to breathe, and the instructors were like, shut the blank up. And I was like, thank you. Can we get that as like a ringtone? Someone telling Kody to shut up. We also see him talking about how he's doing this so his kids will make him proud. And I screamed at the television, because by that he means Robin's kids. Because you know what would make his other children happy? A genuine phone call where he apologized for how he treated them, their siblings, and their mothers. Not him going on a TV show. Kody tells Johnny at some point, you know how I love quarterbacks. Okay, super odd. Let's see what else. There was another time when he spoke. Oh, he was like, I think men like to do hard things or something. And of course, my husband was like, hard things. Oh, and I'm like, stop it. We're watching the show. They do their challenge. They go back. Everyone's kind of talking, and then they all go to bed, and then they wake them up to do another circuit, and they're like, you've already made your money. Do you want to leave? Do you want to leave? And no one else leaves. So Brittany does bail out she actually makes it through the challenge, and then because her team lost, they are having to hike back to where they're staying, and she's just like, no, I can't do it. I'm going to pass out. What I will note is that she's still able to talk. She's not huffing and puffing so hard that she can't even talk. She can still talk. And I was like, if you can talk, you can walk. This is not a show where they vote people out. This is where either they feel that you've given up and they kick you out, or you, like Brittany did, where she's just like, here, take my armband, I'm done. That's my summary of the first episode. Let's talk about it more. If you watched it, if you didn't watch it, if you have questions, let me know.